Rick Walker at the Ottawa Gatineau International Auto Show, and I'm with Greg Van Dalen of Calabogie Motorsports Park. We're in the Calabogie Motorsports Park Showcase, and the highlight vehicle in here is the Ford GT. Now, there's a unique story associated with that car because that car was tested at Calabogie Motorsports Park, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Ford Motor Company has been testing and developing the Ford GT in secret at Calabogie Motorsports Park. Everyone who worked there was told you can't take photos, you can't take video. We had to sign a release that we don't tell anyone what's going on here. We had to keep it secret for about 3 years. So now it's exciting that we can let everyone know what's been going on at the track. Ford continues to test products at the track. It's pretty amazing that this is happening here just outside of Ottawa at Calabogie Motorsports Park. And the Ford GT is manufactured in Canada. They use a company partner with Ford, it's Multimatic Motorsports in Markham, Ontario. The cars are assembled up there, and we've played a small role in the development of what is, a world supercar. This is the crown jewel of Ford Motor Company. So we're pretty excited to be a part of that.
Yeah, this car really is world class. It is a supercar.
Yeah.
Can you explain to our viewers out there what a supercar exactly is?
Well, this one it's super in that it's very rare. It's very lightweight. The car's made out of carbon fiber in every part of it. The wheels are carbon fiber, parts of the brake calipers are carbon fiber, and then it's been tested to be very, very aerodynamic. So this car is very, very quick. It's basically a race car for the street. There's very little trunk space. The trunk is the size of a shoebox. All the creature comforts that you're used to in a luxury supercar are just not in this. This car is built to go fast, built for speed, and it turned the world upside down in the supercar world. It said, this is Ford and this is what we can do, and have at it. So,
and this really has a lot of heritage attached to it as well, because it goes all the way back to the 60s and the original Ford GT40,
yeah.
And Ford trying to buy Ferrari and Ferrari saying no, and Ford saying, well, then we'll just buy you, or we won't buy you, we'll beat you at the track.
Yeah.
So they build the Ford GT40, and then you fast forward, is it 50 years?
50 years after that, Ford was coming up on the anniversary, and they said, you know what, we have to go back to Le Mans. We have to build another Ford GT, and that's what this car is. They built this to go win Le Mans in, I think it was 2016 and 2017. They did that, they conquered it, and then this is all thanks to the rivalry they had with Ferrari 50 years ago. So it's pretty remarkable what they were able to achieve.
Yeah, so they did it again. They beat Ferrari with the Ford GT.
Yeah.
They beat Ferrari at their own game at Le Mans. And these cars are very rare. They're not making many of these.
No, it's a unique buying experience. If you have the money, you can't just walk out to Ford and say, I want to buy a Ford GT. You have to submit an application. Ford reviews it. They want to make sure whoever buys it is the right person to own this car. Part of the requirement for it is that you have to drive the car. You can't just buy it and stick it in a museum and put it on display. They want you to drive it. You're not allowed to sell it for the first 2 years of your ownership. They want to make sure that the right people are buying these cars. That's a big part of this purchase.
And this car is driven out of Calabogie?
Absolutely. So Richard, he's one of the owners of the Calabogie Motorsports Park. He was excited to be able to get one. He drives it on the track. He drives it on the street. He takes people for rides all the time in warmer weather. He loves it. He's an engineer. This is his most favorite car that he has in his collection. So he's very excited to have it.
Yeah, and tell me about the numbers, the performance, the horsepower.
Sure. So it's a 3.5 liter twin turbo EcoBoost engine. Obviously upgraded a bit, so now it makes 647 horsepower, 550 foot-pounds of torque. Its top speed is 216 miles an hour. It's got a track mode in it, so it lowers the car right to the ground. So the aerodynamic goes through the car, not even just over it or under it. It's going through it. So it has a lot of downforce. It sticks to the track. It's really one of the fastest cars we've ever seen at the racetrack.
Pretty amazing stuff. Tested in Canada, built in Canada, technology from Canada through Multimatic.
Yep.
Great connection to Ottawa and Calabogie.
It's amazing. Everyone in Ottawa, it should be really proud. Everyone at Calabogie Motorsports Park is really proud. This is a world-class racetrack that's, fitted for a world-class supercar, and it's an hour from Ottawa. It's right in our own backyard.
And it's something every Canadian, for all of those reasons, can take pride in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing the vehicle with us.
Thank you. Yeah.
Want to save up to 40% on your next car? Learn how with Insurance Claim Auto Auctions, Canada-wide with worldwide shipping. Smart Steve discovered Stark Auto Sales has expanded right across Canada. They started in Toronto, expanded into Montreal and Ottawa, and now they have brand new auction sites in Calgary and Edmonton too. StarkAutoSales.com, a better way to buy a car, in person or online.